Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jeter, and I'm back with another review. This time I have FansToys FT-07 Iron Dibots number 4 Stomp. Stomp is an homage to the Dinobot Sludge. So here's the front of the package, nice artwork right there. On the side of the box, you got your Iron Dibots logo and the FansToys logos right there. On the back, you got more product shots of Stomp, Sludge, robot and dinosaur mode. You got a little bio right here. You can read it, pause it. On the side, Iron Dibots, artwork of the dinosaur mode. And on the bottom, more dinosaur bot mode artwork. Same as the top. So off the box goes into the Phantom Zone. And inside your box, you get your Sludge figure sitting right there. And also it comes with a bunch of accessories along with the figure. First and foremost, get the instruction sheet or instruction manual. So this is pretty good. I had no problem following it at all. Get your third-party collector's card right there. And let's see, get your text specs right there. Come with his energy sword, takes batteries. Let's see if it lights up. Yeah, it lights up. There you go. Come with his gun. And this is the pretty much the G1, the launcher from the G1 toy, which he used mostly in the animation. Was this gun? Lights up, batteries not included. Comes with a red eye. Red eyes for his dinosaur mode. Just pop the eyes out right there. Comes with an alternate face and eyes. Right here, red eyes. It comes with another face right here, and got the blue eyes, blue painted eyes. Got the blue chrome eyes on the inside, and these red eyes are chromed, and these blue eyes are just painted. The eyes do come off. I got them inserted in, so you just pretty much separate them like so, so they're not attached to the faces. Come with these goofy eyes from the Transformers the movie when he fought Devastator. A screwdriver, because you're gonna need it, mainly for these replacement parts for your Snarl. Some people complained a lot about the hollowness on the bottom of the dinosaur mode for Snarl. Now he has these panels right here which cover up the hollow bits on his underside, like so. And I'll do a separate video showing those off attached to Snarl. Okay, let's take a quick look at the figure itself. And he is a pretty heavy dude. He's probably the heaviest one so far. And the guy from FansToys was not lying. The hardest difficulty about getting Sludge worked out is trying to reduce the weight. And I think they reduced it quite a bit. And I can't imagine it being any heavier. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he's very, very nice looking. He has the chrome eyes that come installed on him already. I think you can take him out by, you have to unscrew the screws in the back of his head, and how you swap the faces out. I don't think it just comes off. Nah. So yeah, that's how you switch those out. I'm not gonna do it on camera, but you get the idea. All right, as I was saying, it looks very good, nicely detailed. You can see what's going on with the chest. Got the translucent plastic up front. Got the little targeting screen right there, which is very G1 accurate. Got the detail in his inner wings right here. Nice chrome, silver paint going on right there. Nice red paint. Got the red paint. You got the silver paint on top of that for the wires. Looks very good. Nice sculpt on the inside of the wings. And also got the G1 toy translucent thing with the gold bits on the inside right there. Looks very nice. Nice paint right here, there in the crotch area. This red paint right here could have been went over a little bit one more time or something like that, but it's no big deal. You got the clear pieces right here with the paint on the inside. Looks very, very nice. Get that glare out of there so y'all can see it. So yeah, both sides, chrome feet or die-cast feet with the chrome finish on it. Right there, same translucent with the gold bits on the inside. So the back Looks very nice. Past the QC. We'll see. And got some detail right there on the inner of his leg where his tail all folds up, nice and neat. His back at the chrome wings. Nice detail right here. Looks very, very nice. So let's go ahead and get into articulation since we don't look how good this guy looks. Also, one more thing I want to show off. Chest does open up, see some detail up on there. Not very much, but it's something. And articulation, head does look up slightly, not very much at all. You can look down a little bit, go left and right. His neck, his head is on that masterpiece neck that I love so much. And the shoulders go out right here, about that much regularly. You can get some little extra articulation right there on that joint. Arms do go around 360, kind of hindered because the wings are back there, but good range of motion. Rotates at the bicep, bends at the elbow 90 degrees, rotates at the wrist. He has articulated fingers that move at typical FansToys, 1, 2 at the fingers, and he has a ball joint at the thumb, and that's about it. Rotates at the wrist. I don't know if I said it already, but I'm saying it again. Rotates at the waist. Nice good rotation, nice good ratchets. Wings do articulate. They go in and out about that much, out about that much. Go up about as far as I can get. Can go down a little bit more, like so. At the legs, can go backwards. A good amount. Got some nice ratchets on there. Can go forward about that much, and it is holding real good on those ratchets, not dropping down at all. And he can bend his knee about that much, not quite 90 degrees, but it is good enough for me. And go out at the hips on a friction joint, no ratchet on outward motion, go up about that much. And he can rotate at the upper thigh, rotation right there. And for the toes, there's no forward and back motion. There is a little bit of an ankle or foot or toe tilt, I guess. And he can't go inward at the knee like that. It's kind of like breaking his leg, but that's the transformation. So yeah, for some reason mine's like to tilt back a little bit. I don't see that now. He's kind of like leaning back a little bit. I got to like push him forward at the knee down here so that he's not leaning backwards like that. A small problem, I guess, I figure. So let me know if yours does that also. So let's go ahead and look at the accessories and see he holds his sword in his hand, got the same tab mechanism. This one's much better than all the others. Some of the other ones, when you tap into the hand, this tab is too big for the slot and it likes to pop out. The only thing really keeping the sword in the hand is the fingers. But you can tap this one in his hand and it's holding in there very nicely without the fingers wrapped around it. But you can't wrap the fingers around it, and to give that extra stability, which is good. And also his gun, same deal going on with that, but kind of tricky. You got the little thing right here, so you can't have the fingers straight out. You got to curve them up a little bit so that it is behind that guard. Let's see. And I don't think this one tabs in his hand that well. It tabs in his hand, doesn't pop out, but it tabs it very loosely. So you need the fingers to give him that extra stability to hold that weapon in his hand. So it's cool. And I like that they gave you a little shadow for the All About brand, so you can put his brand right there, which I will do after this review. And you got the nice white paint on the crest of his head. All right, let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. Here he is with Masterpiece Ratchet, MP10 Optimus Prime, America's favorite Pipsqueak, Masterpiece Bumblebee. And here is one last size comparison with his G1 self. And you can see that the similarities, if there are any, very similar to each other. I was thinking that maybe Stomp Sludge is going to have the black forearms like this guy does, but I guess it's a toy thing. So I looked at some animation cells and it looked more like this in the cartoon. This is the toy thing, I guess, or Diaclone. So yeah, but it's a lot of similarities. You got the little hoses right here. Same thing on Sludge, on Stomp. Got them painted in black. But yeah, head sculpt is different. Eyes are yellow also. And here he is with the rest of his Dinobot companions. Let's see if I can get the camera in to see all of that. See, I got the 4. I don't have Grimlock anymore, or Masterpiece Grimlock anymore. I sold it because I'm getting ready to get that FansToys grinder, hopefully by the end of the year. And now I have all 5 complete, but you can get a little snapshot of what to expect and what's to come. What's going on, y'all? I'm back. Sorry about this. About to do the transformation. The first time I did the video, the file got corrupted, so doing transformation again. So let's go ahead and get into it. First you're gonna do is you're gonna put away his hands. So make sure you get your hands in the fist, like so. Like that. Tuck his hands in, close this back up, close the claws back. Like so. Same thing other side. Open up, open, and they're closed. All right, next, pretty much lift the arms all the way up, like so. Going to open up the chest. And you're going to untab the head. It's tabbed into the back, up in there. So it's just kind of scary, and the head kind of shifts up because it's a hinge right here also. So gotta kind of pull it a little bit, untab that right here, bring it down like so for right now, out the way. Next you're gonna do is you're gonna bring up the Dinosaur head from the back. See, it tucks into this cavity right here. So you bring it up. Now this cavity right here is empty. Now you can bring the head down on another hinge, push it in like so, and you're bringing it in like that, and it should just sit right there. And close this back up. Bring the wings back down, all the way down. But before you do that, you go ahead and disengage these legs. It's gonna be easier this way, so make sure you get some up pressure on here. The good thing that FansToys, like I said, I don't know if I said it before or not because I'm re-recording this. One thing about them is that they constantly improve on their figures, constantly. Before I maybe bring this guy on in for comparison, before this guy, he has a little bit of a problem with his hips, or most people, it's way worse than mine, but his hips kind of like droop down because of the weight of the leg. It'll go down like this just by picking them up. My ratchets seem to be pretty tight, but to remedy the problem that some people had with the loose hips and stuff, and they would drop down because the die cast in his feet, FansToys went ahead and get some locking mechanisms in here to lock these the hips up so they won't fall down or droop when you got the figure picked up because of the weight of the die cast in the legs. So to disengage this, all you gotta do is push this button in, go ahead and lift this leg up from the side, then you bring the hip down like so. Same thing on the other side, you just push in the button and you lift this leg up to give a little bit of room to bring it down, and you bring it on down. And without that button depressed, you wouldn't be able to get these hips pieces down. So now that is down, and the reason we want to do that because when we close these wings up like so, the hips will have been in the way. Okay, so bring it, close it. Don't close it all the way, just bring it like that. Now you're gonna bring your arms back down, so slightly, but leave them tilted up. Bring that red joint, the red joint down. Leave the hinged up right like so. Go ahead and bring the dinosaur head down. And what's going to happen here is that this lip right here is going to go behind these chrome pieces. So you bring it down on the way, and make sure you get your shoulders all the way down. Now you can close up the wings around that lip. Just tab it on together like that, like so. Flip around to the back side right here, and you go ahead and close this panel, this underside up. Something they just did, something that they did because the outcrow of people who didn't like the gap underneath Snarl, even though you could not see it when he was in dinosaur mode. So unfold that, lift it up, then you bring it in on that hinge, and it should sit right there. Same thing other side. Bring it up on this double hinge, and you get this lip right here. It was supposed to lay on top of this one. So this is supposed to go in first, this one second. So you rotate that around this hinge. Push it in. And there you go. Got the little closed, seamless look. Next, what you're gonna do is rotate the waist all the way around. Now what you're gonna do is, I think this slide, like rotate right here. Okay, yeah, rotate right there. Go ahead and slide this out, slide this down. Rotate the thigh, like I said. Bring this down. Now if this is too tight, you might want to loosen up this screw right here on both sides, if that is too tight for you to pull down. Next, what you're gonna do is go ahead and disengage this leg, which is already disengaged for some reason. Open that up. This will get kind of tricky, a little bit cumbersome. Flip that tail like so. You're gonna bring this down like so. Next, go ahead and move this out a little bit. Now you're gonna bring out the dinosaur leg. Now it's on a double hinge, so bring it on out, and it should sit behind this lip right there. That's nothing we know is in there, what's supposed to be. Next, what you're gonna do is go ahead and close this up. And when you close it up, this little slit right here is gonna tab in to a slot right there. So make sure you get that all lined up. And there you go, got it closed. Same thing on the other side. Go ahead, open this up, bring the tail out like that, like that. Rotate this downward, bring the tail back like so. Gonna have to move the hips out slightly just to get some room. Rotate on this hinge like that. Close this back up, make sure it's slotted properly, and there you go. All right, now we got this hip on. Bring your hip all the way down. Might have to put one hip upwards, but one hip down. Then go ahead and rotate the whole leg assembly. Move this one out the way. So rotate the whole leg assembly like so. Bring this down like that, like so. Same thing on the other side. Rotate this out the way. Bring that hip assembly down, and you rotate and bring this down, and there you go. Now start tabbing everything together throughout the tail. So make sure you got everything all lined up. Might want to start with the tail section first, since this is kind of crucial. So tab together these two pieces, tab together right here at the tail. Sorry about the glare from the chrome and stuff, the lights. Yeah, tab it all in together. Make sure it's all tab, tab, tab. Tap, tap, tap. And you want to bring this portion upward. Continue to tab together. Need be. Hopefully his hips like they're closed all the way. This one look like it's compressed all the way. But like it's compressed all the way. It's tabbed together, so it's good. So I'm going ahead and bring this up. So it's sitting like this, like so. Look, he got something going on right here. I'm not going to say it. So you go ahead and bring this up, flip this out, then flip, extend that. Still don't look right. So bring it down like so, like that. Now you're going to tab these two tabs right here into these slots. Like so. Go ahead and tab this tail back into right here, this portion of the tail to right there. Make sure this in, tab together. Not tapping together like it's supposed to. You tab together better than this. Here we go. So now then you're going to lift up these panels right here. And you're going to flip out these little panels right there. It's kind of hard to do. I think mine's loosened up a little bit. So you grab right here this little notch and you flip it out both sides. When you first get it, it's going to be a little bit stiff, but it kind of loosens up over time. And you just bring these panels right back down, and this right here is going to slot into here, which is going to keep a more secure connection for that tail. Even though it doesn't really need it, but it adds a little bit more security, and it keeps the scope more accurate to the cartoon. All right, flip them over. Go ahead and open this panel right here from the underside. Get it open. There we go. Then you're gonna grab them from right here. Bring this foot out. Bring it all the way back like so, and go ahead and close this up and bring the foot back up, and that locks this panel down. Flip out the dino toes, this is one of the issues I have. Kind of hard to get these pieces out, but what you gotta do, get the screwdriver that came with your figure, which can be used to help get this stuff out. There we go. There we go. Same thing other side. From the underside of the dino, get your finger right here, open this up, grab right there, rotate this out, bring it all the way down, you can close this up now and bring it up, locks that into place. Down toe already came down, which kind of makes it easier, and this one is not so easy, so we get the screwdriver again. There we go. Bring this down, flip them back around, situate the legs. Bring down the camera. Go ahead and bring his neck up. Stand tall and proud. And there you have Sludge in his dinosaur mode. Looks very, very nice, very G1 accurate. And then you see all the molded details from the robot mode still showing up in the dino mode. Nothing really new about what's being shown that I haven't shown before in the robot mode. It's just in different spots now. So yeah, that underside looks pretty clean. Got a little small gaps right here, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Not gonna view it from the bottom. But yeah, look at that neck. Looks very good, very much detailed. The dinosaur face looks very good. Indeed, nicely detailed. Get the little rivets right there. The mouth does open up. Get the teeth. You got the little flame thrower right here. Aim that, angle it. Wish he had little nostrils. I think flame came out of his nostrils also. Might have just been snarl. Not sure. But also, it looks left and right at the neck. Go ahead, up. Go back a little tiny bit right there. And also, articulation right here. This joint right there. Goes side to side right here also. Did I show you go left and right? Yeah, the left and right also can turn all the way around 360. But be careful. This is clear plastic, so you know the deal with that. As before, the robot arms, the legs go out the side about that much. They do go around forward and back. Got the toes that do not move on the front, but do go down and on the back. That's due to transformation. The back legs are on ball joint that get that much outward range of motion. Got some little bit inward range of motion. It can go around 360. Has a joint right here and a joint at the foot, joint at the knee and the foot. No rotation. This one does have the rotation at the bicep / elbow, whatever. And tail does go left and right at 1-2 points. So go that. You can flip it this way and this way go the other opposite direction. So it's up to you on that. And that is about it. Yeah, nice and chromy. Everything shines and glistens. If you haven't already noticed already, as the lights reflect off of it. Get that nice detailing right in here also. Behind the translucent plastic, the gold. But yeah, it looks very nice. Here's a quick comparison of him with some Autobot cars. See how tall he is compared to the cars. Here he is sitting next to one at FansToys Spider-Bots. Alright, and for the final comparison, here he is with the rest of his iron Dibots. So, zoom the camera back out and see and get this group shot going. They all look very nice together, I must say. And like I said, I'm waiting for my FansToys Grimlock grinder to come out at the end of this year, hopefully. We can stay on schedule and get that out on time. So I sold my MP Grimlock. MP Grimlock just was not fitting in at all with the Dinobot aesthetic that these guys were setting forth. Well, he matched the aesthetic, but he just was outdated as a figure. He was too small also. So I'm glad FansToys decided to go ahead and do their own Grimlock. And they're also doing another slag. Because while transforming this for this size comparison, I felt that this slag, I can feel how this slag is like very outdated compared to the other 3 Dibots we got so far, especially the last 2 with Stomp and Sever. You can really tell the difference between. See how this guy is very outdated already. He came out like what 2 years ago, so that's to be expected. So they're about to end their journey pretty soon. Okay, like I mentioned earlier in this video, he does come with some replacement eyepieces for the dinosaur mode, and you can see he has the blue eyes in now, the blue chrome. He doesn't come with any blue painted eyes, but to swap those out for your red eyes, give him the G1 toy look if you want. Even though the G1 toy has no eyes on it, just take off this top plating. You take off these eyes right here. Take a little getting into digging nails in there. So then you just take this set, plug it in, and you get his brain cap. And you put it on. You got the red eyes for his Dinobot. The eyes, to me, not very noticeable. Even the blue ones are not very noticeable on this guy. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. But just pointing that out. And to do his little Transformers the movie eyes when he got slammed by Devastator. just take those off, and you just take this whole piece right here, and you plug it in. Then he got his goofy cartoon eyes. Which are nicely done. Got a little bit of blemishes on it. Some paint blemishes on the white, but hey, they work for whatever they were trying to pull off, and everything for that one little frame of animation that he had his eyes poked out his head or whatever you want to do. Like that. Open his mouth up. Like, ah! Ah! So yeah. So it's up to you what you want to do with that. And mine's just going back in the box. But it's probably cool for some pictures and stuff like that. So yeah. So just pop that off. Go back to the blue brain cap. There we go. All right, in closing, I think this is an excellent figure. You should go ahead and get it if you're already in, especially if you're already into the Dinobot or Dibot line as it is. He is an amazing figure to have. If you're not into it, what are you waiting for? I mean, go ahead and get it. They got that other company, I can't remember their name, but they only came out the Snarl. And what's going on with them? Hey, what's going on? I haven't seen anything come out from them in forever. Have they quit or what? So, I mean, if you're gonna go with it, go with FansToys, man. They're doing it right, you know. Animation, and they got the blend of the G1 toy in there. I have no problems at all with this figure. I cannot think of anything wrong with him at all. A few nitpicks here and there, you know, about the leaning back, and some things are hard to reach, to get out. You need like a tool or something to get out. But everything is perfect. There's no squeaky joints or nothing on this guy. I have no problem whatsoever. I can't recommend this enough. So yeah, I give him a perfect 10. All right, y'all, it's been me, Jeter. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you.